Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Chisme Chronicles podcast.
Episode 12.
Oh, we need to get one of those little buttons.
Oh my god, please.
A soundboard. And then, like, depending on the stories that we read, we're like idiot.
Or just divorce.
Yeah.
We need a divorce button.
Divorce. Yeah.
So dumb. And next investment.
The next milestone.
Yeah. Once we hit how many subscribers?
1,000.
Okay.
Oh God. You're.
Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll get a soundboard
Sheesh. Show a little faith.
button. I'm saying it's gonna be a minute, you guys. We're at 53. 55 subscribers, you guys.
Man, remember back in the day when we had like 18, 19?
So long ago.
Man, that was a long time ago.
When we promised our first 16 subscribers cars.
That was you.
That was a collective promise.
A car for everyone.
For all 16 of you.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna be on the loan. Everybody's pitching in.
It's a 2000 Honda Civic salvage title.
It's my car. No, I'm kidding.
My car is not 2000.
Yeah.
It is a salvage title Honda Civic, though.
Yeah.
So we're close.
Katie's a menace on the road.
I am a menace on the road. I have totaled 2 cars. One accident. 2 cars.
To
be clear.
Your first car. Well, don't tell me. Your first car was don't tell me, okay?
Yeah.
Was it like the Mazda MX-6 or something like that, or like the was it the Mazda?
It was a Mazda.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't remember what it was? Oh, okay.
I remember the other ones. That's the only one. That was before I started paying attention.
Okay, so your first car, you were what? 17?
I was 17.
17. Parents buy you a Mazda.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little hatchback Mazda, right? Red or burgundy.
It was red. Yeah, red.
And then you just beat the hell out of that car.
Yeah, I beat the hell out of that car.
Like you crashed into like a big old bush or
that
shrubs.
car always just had dings in it. Like it was like I hit every single curb, every bush. It was like I hit I would just hit like posts and stuff, and I was like barking. It was so bad. And then I totaled it.
Like you're like, oh, the post will tell me when to stop.
Basically, but it wasn't even. I was just a really bad driver.
Yeah. Then the is that the one that you guys got in the car accident?
Yeah.
So you got in a car accident with like my brother and
my
your
sister. Yeah.
in San Diego.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
which, to be fair to myself, that was the first time I've ever driven, because I had driven to LA like from like Yuma, like, where I grew up, so many times, but it was always just the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would either get off and go to your house, which was like a minute off the freeway, so I didn't have to deal with like or my tia Brenda's house, which was also like, that one was a little bit further, but it was just like I knew that road, and it was probably also like maybe 4 or 5 minutes off the freeway, so I wasn't used to like driving in the roads.
So what you're saying is driving anywhere that you don't know, you're at risk for an accident.
Yes, to this day. To this day, that is a true fact. That is a true statement.
Driving around all the places that I'm familiar with, like, you're fine. You're safe. You're safe.
If I'm in a new state, everybody needs to be aware.
Yeah, if I drive to Nevada, Vegas better watch out.
Yeah.
And not because I'm going to party.
I mean, I might party, but also you need to be scared.
Yeah. I might party and drive, but no, of course not.
Wet and reckless.
Yeah. What?
It's like it's a lesser charge to a DUI.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did they make that?
I don't know, and I didn't realize what it sounded like until right now.
Why would they make that?
But that is a lesser charge to a DUI.
Like if you blow above the legal limit,
I think it's like, so
it's a DUI, but if you're under the legal limit, it's not a DUI?
No, it's like so I've only heard it in one context, and in this context it was that the guy like
it was spring break of 2020.
2020. No, it was that this guy like he like left the scene of the accident and then like went home and got drunk. And so then there's like no evidence that he was actually drinking, that he was actually drunk when he was driving.
But I mean, fleeing the scene is like a big charge.
Well then that was the charge that they put on him then. I don't know.
But the wet and reckless is separate from like
that
fleeing,
was
which is like a hit and run.
Well, no, I think that was like the one charge that stuck or something in this case. I don't know. Everybody
Crazy.
go look it
We'll
up.
have to look it up. We'll have to look it up.
It was funny though.
And then the second car.
The second car, I had a Hyundai Elantra.
I don't remember that. Well, oh yeah, I do
It was
remember
also
that
red.
one. I
Yeah,
do remember that.
they looked pretty close, except this one was in a hatchback. But that one, I also just dinged the hell out of it. I like
So
same thing, crashing into little posts. My sister's like favorite story is that one time we like were pulling into a drive-through or whatever to get like acai bowls, and like I hit the post that's like next to the window or whatever.
Wait, were you order or
where you like pull up to like get
your food?
Food, yeah. And like the girl's sticking her head out the window, and I hit the post, and then I looked at her and I said, "Is it bad?" And she was like, "It's not good."
Yeah. She saw you like scrape it and like bash into it.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
You're all, oopsie.
That's literally what I did. I reversed my car and was like, "Is it bad?" She was like, "Yeah."
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah. And then like one time I like was parking next to like this huge like dumpster, like an industrial dumpster. Like people were doing renovations on like a building, so then they had like one of the massive metal ones, and I went to just park, and it was like, I don't know, 6:30 in the morning. I had to be at work super early that day, and I'm like half awake because like I don't know, like ran out of the house, like not even freaking washing my face.
You're on, and it's a street that I wasn't really familiar
and
with.
I didn't know this parking lot. And
Yeah.
I would go here every day too. And I parked next to that dumpster, and I just like totally got the side of it, and it just took a chunk out of the back passenger door.
Like, why did you get so close?
I don't know. I think it was one parking spot, and it was like the only one that was available, and I'm trying to run in and out of the Starbucks and get to work, and it was there was like a van. There was a van that was parked, and then it was one empty parking spot, and then the one, and I was just worried about not hitting the van because it was like on the line. They were still fine,
so
but they were
you're
on the
just
line.
like just
focusing on like don't hit the
looking.
van, and I just yeah.
Oh my god! Well,
destroyed that car.
But then you fixed it and sold it.
I fixed it and sold it. I don't even remember if I fixed it, but I sold it.
So she's on car 3, everyone.
Yeah, but
so far it's safe.
This one, yeah, I did get crashed into in a Sprouts parking lot.
That's true.
But minor incident, and your brother fixed it for me. I was talking to him, and he literally just like popped that thing in there.
So nothing that you've caused on the third car.
Nothing.
We'll see. Okay, well, I mean, hopefully, you learned. Like, it took you 2 cars.
I think it did. I've had this car for almost officially a year. I've had this car for officially a year now. I'm a liar.
Ballin'.
No accidents.
We're
We're just gonna do that every time now.
Yeah,
just pretend until 1,000 subscribers. Okay.
All right, cool. So today we're going back to our roots. Episode 12. We're going back to where it all began. We're going to be doing some more Reddit Am I the Asshole stories. And I'm going to kick it off like always. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Am I the asshole for kicking out my family even though they traveled 6 hours? I, 38 female, and my husband, 41 male, have 2 kids. One aged 15. I'm on 15. 15, and the other aged 13. My youngest daughter, 13, S, is Asian, but she was born in Europe, and so was her sister, A. Me and my husband are both Vietnamese people who moved to Europe when we were young. My family and relatives all live in Europe as well, so we see each other pretty often. Now, my daughter S has trouble speaking our native language, Vietnamese. She understands when others speak Vietnamese, but she has a hard time speaking it herself, and she has lived in Europe all her life and has gotten used to speaking a European language. I'm not saying which European country, as I don't want to disclose a lot of information. My daughter also speaks English and is fluent. I moved to a different city further from my family, 6-hour drive, around a year ago as I got a better job offer. I sometimes throw parties so my daughters can see their cousins, aunts, grandparents, etc. Usually when I throw these parties, my daughters don't hang out with their relatives, only a few cousins, especially S, since she can't speak Vietnamese properly and her relatives don't speak her language well either. Yesterday I threw a party, mainly for my husband, as it was his birthday. During the party, S bravely came out of her room and started socializing with her relatives. Her Vietnamese was a little off, but I couldn't be prouder. That's when her aunt made a snarky comment about her Vietnamese and how her accent was off, yada, yada, yada. Her other cousins started laughing at her. I told them to stop and lectured my sister, her aunt. That's when my other sister stepped in along with my brother and said, and I quote, "Don't make such a fuss if her Vietnamese sucks. It sucks. If she's a stupid child, she's stupid."
Oh my God.
Savage.
Oh my gosh.
I was enraged. I yelled at them, and after a lot of arguing, I kicked them out. Now, when we throw parties, our relatives usually sleep over. They were shocked to me kicking them out. When I realized that they wouldn't budge, I threatened to call the police. They left yelling and cussing at me, and then later I got texts from my family calling me a bitch who can't handle the truth. I don't know what to do. I don't think I was the asshole in this case, and neither does my daughter S, but A thinks that I was a little too harsh. My husband is on my side as well. Am I the a-hole?
Dude, okay. First of all, this one hits for me personally.
Oh, okay.
That's also just growing up.
No sabo kid?
That's growing up a no sabo kid. You know, I feel like my Spanish is a lot better now, but at certain points, I was a no sabo kid, or at least no, not that bad, not fully, but I spoke the least amount of Spanish out of like anybody in any certain group when I was like hanging out at like family events.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing, dude.
Well, when you had to speak Spanish?
Yeah, like just like knowing that like you probably messed up 3 or 4 times in any given like sentence.
But did you ever feel like people were making fun of you?
People did, but like it was also it was like lighthearted. You know, it wasn't even like, it was never like
no one called you stupid.
No.
Yeah.
And no one was like super rude, and no one was making fun of me like in like a backhanded way. It was always just like, I don't know. It was always just like little jabs or whatever, which was like all good and fun and like lighthearted.
Come on, not me, right?
I would never.
It was mostly you.
It was like,
it's still you.
It was like cousins. It was like, you know, like, I don't know. It was like even like you and my Theo Eric or whatever, but it was never anything that like was super mean or whatever. I know like my sister had a harder time with that though, because she was bordering on no sabo kid territory.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know.
You're like, no, for sure. She's a no sabo kid.
I don't know what to do here.
No.
I'm gonna get called out. No. So yeah, like no.
I'm not calling you out. I'm not calling you out.
I can't even say it.
I'm not calling you out.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. So she is. There's no bordering. Like if I I can ask you like 5 different like what's this and what's this and what's this and like. She wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yours did get a lot better.
Mine did get a lot better.
Yours did get. We'd have to do the test on you.
Oh God.
Because I think you still might be one.
Because
it doesn't mean that they don't speak Spanish. They do.
Yeah.
They do speak
Spanish. Like I mean, I put it on my resume. You know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
No, for sure. There's absolutely no doubt that you're like, am I like a fluent Spanish speaker? Yes, you can speak Spanish fluently, but there's like a certain level where you're like, hey, how do you say what's this word? And you're like, dude, for example, radish. How do you say radish in Spanish?
Girl, I don't know.
See, so Spanish is rábano.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, wait. But I've heard that word so many times. I think that whenever I get like tested, you know, like I forget every single word of Spanish.
No, yeah.
You could be like, how do you say freaking watermelon? A word that I've, you know, like, and I'm saying this because that was an actual example that like that was the first time that your brother like asked me something, and I was like, and immediately I was just like, I don't know, I don't speak Spanish anymore. Nothing.
Out. Yeah.
Sandia, by the way.
Huh?
Sandia. So everybody knows that I know.
Yeah. So but anyway, just so there's like
an actual.
We're gonna buy the game. There's an actual game called the like Yo Sabo or game or something. Like we're gonna shout out to the creators. I've never played it, but I've seen a lot of their clips and they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
So we'll buy it and then we'll do it. Well, because there's even words that I'm not gonna know.
I want to know now. I'll get called out. I'll get roasted.
Yeah. But I do remember that.
It's tough out here, dude. It's tough being a no sabo kid. Any language,
dude. I mean, it's like, for example, it's tough when you're raised in your parents' like kind of culture. Mm-hmm. but you're in a different country. Like, for example, my parents, I'm first generation, like, Mexican American, and my parents came to the U.S. when they were both young. They got married here. They had me and my siblings, or my siblings and I. And then, but we were raised with like the Mexican culture.
Mm-hmm.
But you live here your whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and you also have the American culture.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like
You have to like assimilate to both.
yeah, to both. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's you can't like really, you might say like, well, you're in America, you have to be American. Like, yeah, and I am. Like,
Yeah.
I am.
I'm
Like,
trying.
yeah, my specific, like, certain little things are going to be different than like a Caucasian American.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
The foods that we eat
Are you
or
allowed
something.
to say Caucasian?
Yeah,
I'm
or
kidding.
white
I'm kidding,
American.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I was kidding.
yeah.
I was kidding.
Like, for example, black people, Chinese Americans, Irish Americans, people, that have been here for like 1 or 2 generations. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like we're all gonna share like of an American mentality, but then we're all gonna have like different little things.
Mm-hmm.
Our food's gonna be a little different.
Yeah.
We probably all will still have hamburgers on a cookout, like, so we'll
Yeah.
share that, but
Yeah.
we'll be different, and that's what America is, and that's
Yeah,
cool.
melting pot or whatever. Yeah.
So it is tough when you
Yeah. So I know, like, just kind of circling back to the story a little bit, like, I feel that girl's pain, and I'm so glad that the mom, like, because like, I think it's one thing if you grow up also because, like, she didn't really grow up with them. Like, I grew up with you guys. If I didn't know you guys really, you know what I mean? Like, if I just like saw you guys like once a year or twice a year, and you guys are making fun of me, I would be so butthurt.
Yeah, like, I don't
would
wanna hang out
never
with
want
them.
to talk to you guys again.
yeah, totally.
I would like have anxiety every time you guys were coming over.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like, just like I
thinking
don't
about-
even want to like deal with, like, getting like embarrassed or something.
yeah.
So I'm like so happy that I'm like stuck up because they were being blatantly rude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say
Obviously not the asshole.
yeah. Now, if she straight up just kicked them out from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that
She
pushed it. She was a little too hard. She went a little too hard.
Mm-hmm.
But because she told them to, hey, you guys
Cool
need to
it.
like, I'm gonna tell you, you need to stop it. You need to cool.
Yeah.
Then her other siblings jumped in, and like, so she's like, it obviously had escalated where she's like, you know what, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, you're not spending the night here.
Yeah. So I don't think she's the asshole. I think she.
Good for her.
And the daughter, like they say, somebody commented, like, the daughter's never gonna forget how her mom stood up for her.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
I think that's awesome that
Yeah.
that she's gonna.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, that, I'm sure if that was me, like, if I was in that exact same situation with Spanish, for example, like, and my mom didn't stand up for me, I would never speak Spanish again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But instead, like, this is like a different memory.
Your mom's like, you need to practice Spanish. You go, for what?
Just crying, just having a breakdown every time I hear Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready for the
It's
next
all
one?
you're like in an Uber. The Uber player's all playing Despacito.
Just crying in the back.
Yeah, just sobbing.
Crying in the club.
Just falling apart. You're
I can't deal with it.
but still dancing.
Just traumatized. Also, like, we live in Phoenix. Like, this is like the most Mexican state.
Yeah.
Arizona. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving after being told to be quiet at dinner? It's funny, I promise.
Okay.
The title probably makes it sound worse than it was, but I'm still conflicted. My 21 female, she's 21 female, boyfriend, 24 male, of almost a year, invited me to dinner with his family, his mom, dad, and his 16-year-old brother. I'd never met them prior to that. The only thing I knew about them was that they're conservative and Christian but lovely people. And they were. I got along really well with them. Before dinner, they were lovely and talkative. When it was time for dinner, my boyfriend's dad wanted to pray. After praying, he said something along the lines of, "Let us dig and let the food keep us quiet." This is a pretty popular saying in our country, mostly told to young children in school. My understanding of this has always been that you shouldn't speak with food in your mouth or be extremely loud at the table. I wouldn't say it's a cultural thing, though. I dug in. I took a bite. It was fish soup, absolutely delicious. And, like a good guest, I wanted to compliment the cook. It's delicious. This is delicious. Is it saffron? Like, this is quotes. Is it saffron? A perfect autumn soup. My boyfriend's brother looked surprised. My boyfriend's husband hushed me. My boyfriend's father. Sorry. My boyfriend's father hushed me big time. A really aggressive shh with a finger over the lips. And then he said again, let the food keep us quiet. I apologized because I thought I had accidentally spoken with food in my mouth or something. But a few minutes passed and nobody said a word. Super awkward and weird, especially since they had been so talkative before. My boyfriend was also unusually quiet. After a few minutes, I was too weirded out and I asked about their day and how nice it was that they invited me over. And his mother did the hush thing. So awkward. I think that's when it clicked. No speaking at the table. Let the food keep us quiet. Really quiet. But it was super awkward situation and I couldn't deal with that. Imagine sitting at a table with 5 people, everybody eating their soup and looking dead serious. So I laughed. It just slipped out. Ended up being told off by my boyfriend's parents and told that I was being disrespectful, etc. If I didn't respect how their household worked, I could eat alone in the kitchen. And then it says we were eating in like a dining room. So I thanked them for the food and left to the hotel my boyfriend and I were staying at. My boyfriend later told me that that was an asshole move and I should have just kept quiet or ate alone in the kitchen. I understand their family traditions and rules, but it's so weird. I just couldn't take it anymore. Was I being the asshole though?
Dude, that's so funny. I think she
so weird.
I think she was.
You think she was
I
the
think
asshole?
she was because like okay, you felt awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but you like walked out on your boyfriend and you walked out on the family.
And you guys have been dating for like a year. This is the first, which is fine. This is the first time you're meeting them. Like, yeah, if you're serious about this dude, like that's gonna. How do you recover from that?
Yeah, worst first impression ever.
Yeah. It is super weird.
Yeah, of course.
And I can admit that like I would probably laugh and also be told, you know, like I could get to the point exactly where she laughed and then was told that she's being disrespectful and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that point you just like try and recover as best as possible.
Yeah, just like, damn, I guess this
I'm
is
so sorry. I'm going to finish my soup quietly.
Yeah, and this is going to be boring.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be boring and that's it. I wonder where they're from. But
they were all friendly before and stuff, so it's like just stick it out. Like you're probably not eating for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? It would have been better for her to then be like after they're done eating.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could have talked about it or maybe they would have avoided it, but the point is that I think the parents would have just been okay with she didn't understand that we were supposed to be.
Yeah, she didn't understand our household rules.
No talking.
Yeah.
And then they would have just like moved on.
Yeah.
But now it's like she got up and left.
Yeah.
Like, like she made it worse.
I also think the boyfriend's a little bit the asshole because how do you not warn somebody about that?
That's true. That's true.
There's no way that every household he goes to does that. You know what I mean? So he has to know that that's like like not like the norm. Yeah. But basically, long story short, I feel like with the soup thing, she could have recovered that better. I don't know if she's a little bit the asshole just because like if you're actually serious about this guy, like you could have found a better way to kind of like, I don't know, help the situation. It
didn't sound like she was like furious or anything.
No, it's just like fun. Like I totally, again, I would have laughed. You know what I mean? I would have been like, what is going on?
But like, yeah, for sure. Like I would have also like, okay, like awkward, like, okay, but like, I feel like in order for me to leave, I would have had to have been angry, like angry, really offended or something. How dare you?
Yeah.
And then like, that would have been the end.
Yeah. And if she would have said, she didn't say that she was angry, but if she would have said that she was, I would have understood a little bit like her reaction because like it is rude to hush. Like they could have, when she spoke, they could have explained it to her instead of, I know they said that the dad like repeated that line or whatever, but they could have been like, hey, we don't speak when we're eating.
Are they?
But they just hushed her twice. Yeah.
I wonder if they're related to that guy that you went on a date with from episode 11. Just shushed you while watching a movie.
Because we were eating popcorn. It wasn't the movie. It's because we were eating popcorn.
Shushed you for the popcorn. Yeah.
They are related.
So what's our verdict on that one? Like kind of the asshole, right?
Yeah, kind of the asshole.
Yeah, she's the asshole. Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. Story number 3. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for pre-gaming my wife's dinners?
Oh God.
My
Probably.
wife, I don't know why I think that's so, but pre-gaming.
Yeah.
My wife and I are both 32. Since we got married and moved in together 5 months ago, my wife has simply not made nearly enough food for me. This is not a kind of situation where I'm constantly agitated at her for incompetence or anything like that. I would be more than happy to microwave a burrito. I would be more than happy to whip up a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I can't. My wife has, every single night of our marriage, done the same thing. She'll make me a tiny dinner. I'm talking like a Chinese chicken salad with 30 grams of chicken and 10 leaves of lettuce, arranged fashionably with dressing. When I finish eating, I'm still hungry because for a 230-pound man who works a physical labor job, it's not enough food. At first, I tried to openly communicate with her, but she always took it horribly. She would adopt a 1,000-yard stare and then begin talking about how incompetent she is and how she can't even make her husband a proper dinner. I tried to calm her down with, "Oh, honey, that's not the case. I just eat too much," or "Don't worry about it. I can make a bit more." I tried to be overwhelmingly positive. It never helped. She would always just get incredibly disappointed in herself, cry, and or take it out on me. Then she would make the same exact amount the following day.
Mm-hmm.
After the communication route failed, I tried to eat her dinners as is. It became hard to sleep at night due to hunger, and I lost 7 pounds in the first month. Oh, I want to know the diet. Like, what's the...
Yeah. Can I go over for dinner?
Yeah, can I get on that plan? What's going on?
God.
7 pounds, but also, like, the bigger
That's,
you
like,
are, the
normal,
easier
too.
it is to lose
But I
weight.
thought 1 to 2 pounds a week was like normal for weight loss.
I can lose a pound a week. I've done a pound a week. And
Yeah, I thought that's like still healthy. Yeah.
Eventually, I figured out my own system. On my way home from work, I started swinging by a fast food restaurant and getting myself a burger. I would basically pregame her meals with some more calories. I figured it was win-win, as what she doesn't know can hurt her, and I could have my fill of food. I would eat on my way home, walk in the door, pick up the salad or quinoa or homemade mac and cheese she made, compliment her for her delicious cooking, and later dispose of the wrappers discreetly. 2 days ago, I was on my way home and in line at the drive-thru. My mother-in-law was coming out of the restaurant. She ran over and greeted me. I asked her in a humorous way not to tell her daughter where she saw me because she'd take it badly, and she agreed, but then she narked on me anyway. I got home to a furious wife who demanded details. When I provided the truth, she got extremely angry and looked legitimately hurt. I'm not good at handling confrontation, and I feel like I betrayed my wife in some way. Was I wrong here?
Okay, my first thought too was that like maybe she's trying to get him to lose weight.
That was my exact first thought.
Because like
also,
if she's not fixing it, you know what I mean? Like I don't see like another reason why she wouldn't just start making more food.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like I don't know if he's the asshole. I had when I was working at like the last job I worked at. I had coworkers that would just like stop by Panda Express and eat a full meal before going home. It's just like a, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's like a thing that people do, you know what I mean? I don't think it makes you an asshole. Yeah. Probably not healthy, but I mean, if he feels like, in most cases, but if he feels like he's not eating enough, yeah, I guess kind of no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I feel like it's not super clear. Like, it's not like a super, like, clear verdict for me.
Yeah.
I think he should... I don't think he should have told the mother-in-law, "Don't tell your wife you saw me here." You know, like...
Yeah, it might have been like a jokey thing. I don't know that for sure, but like I imagine if I was in that situation, I was like, "Oh, don't tell her, because like I'm gonna go home and eat dinner right now." You know what I mean? But like he could also tell the wife like, "Hey, I was super hungry. Like I still want to eat your dinner. I was just super hungry. I stopped by to get something." Yeah,
I feel like he should just been like, "Hey, look, like I'm always hungry after we have dinner. There's just not enough food, so." I'm going to get something before and then I'll eat here at home. Yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
I feel like the only thing that would make him, like, a little bit less the asshole, or I don't even think he's the asshole, but I think that the only thing that would have made it, the only thing he could have done differently is, like, to make it more clear to her, is maybe make him, like he said, make himself something after dinner so that she sees it.
That he's still hungry? Yeah. That's a good...
that's the only, like, next step that he could have taken in between these two things. But he was already communicating.
He said that he doesn't mind doing that. But I didn't hear him say anything about, like, oh, so that's what I do and she gets mad at me.
Yeah, no, that's what
he should...
I feel like that would be a better like solution in the middle, so that she sees like, oh, he's still super hungry, like I need to just, if I'm gonna make dinner, I need to make a little more dinner. Or he could I don't know what their dynamic is or whatever, but like if he has time or if they split it, like he could be like, let me make dinner tonight and then see how much food he makes
so
for himself.
I looked at this again. It says, I tried to openly communicate with her, but she always took it horribly. Like, he's not like, oh, I'm incompetent, like I can't even give my husband a proper dinner. Just give me more. It's not that big of a deal. I get it. I feel like she probably is trying to make him lose weight.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
But also 230 pounds means a lot. What I'm trying to say is 230 pounds means different things. Like if I'm 5'9", a little over 5'9",
I'm 230 pounds.
If I'm I was 180 like last year, and I mean I would still kind of look the same, but just like more fat like all over and stuff. But if I was 230, like I would look like pretty fat, like pretty chunky, But if you're like
pretty solidly in the obese category,
you could be 6'2" and be 230, and you're just like, I'm just like a normal dude.
Yeah, and then did he say that he works a manual labor job?
Yeah.
So 230 pounds, if you're working a manual labor job, probably means something a lot different than somebody with an office job. Like it's just. Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, I've seen a lot of fat construction dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're doing their thing, but like they're big.
Yeah. But also like you're big or whatever, but like if you're working a manual labor job or whatever, like you do need to be eating a lot more.
Yeah, you're gonna be burning calories. Yeah. So in a freaking chicken salad that you're getting.
I love
45
the
minutes later.
specifications he gave. This man has been a weightlifter before.
He has,
grams of.
That's so true. Yeah,
he's lifted before. No, you don't do that unless you've been like.
So he's not a big. So maybe he's not a big guy.
Maybe he's just super muscly.
Maybe he's not, because who would say dude? I love that you picked up on that 30 grams of chicken. Like, who would say that? There would just be like 4 pieces of chicken. A fistful
of chicken.
Yeah, 4 pieces.
No.
Half a chicken breast.
This man is eyeing that chicken and going, that's 30 grams.
Yeah, he's like, damn, that's like 27 grams of protein. That's not enough.
Yeah.
Well, not even like, because 30 grams, is he saying 30 grams? He's not saying 30.
Of chicken.
Yeah, like of weight.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Yeah. I don't know how many grams are in an ounce, but like, I could kill.
It's not a lot of chicken.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's nothing. Because like, on a regular serving, like I can kill 8 ounces of chicken.
Yeah.
Half a pound of chicken easily.
No, yeah. His wife's trying to make him skinny.
Damn.
Yeah.
So twist in the story, she's the asshole.
Okay, but not even in a joking way. I do think that the wife actually is the asshole in the story because of her reactions.
Yeah.
Because also, like, even if she does want him to lose weight or something, like, she could be communicative about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he wrote it in a way where he seems like he's being reasonable. Like, I mean, nothing that he said was coming off as like, too crazy. But all of her reactions are pretty crazy, and the fact that she's not adding, cooking any more food, that's also kind of.
She's starving him.
Yeah. We fear for this man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Last story.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for labeling all the bottles in my house because my adult children are idiots?
Idiots.
I have 2 of my children living with me. One has graduated from college and the other is a junior. I have to purchase medicated shampoo because of a scalp condition. It is by prescription and it is expensive. It also comes in packaging that is meant to be stored upright. Not on its side and definitely not upside down. My daughter has her hair products in the shower and I do not touch them. My son also keeps his Axe body wash shampoo / conditioner / woman repellent in the shower. Which is very true. Oh my gosh. I do not touch it since I have zero desire to smell like a high school locker room. I keep my shampoo in there as well, since it is my house and I can keep my shit wherever I want. For some reason, the 2 of them cannot understand that not all packaging is meant to be stored upside down. They have already wasted an entire bottle of my shampoo by storing it upside down after they touched it for some reason. It all dripped out of the spout, which is not engineered for that. I talked to both of them and I explained that they should not touch my stuff and that if they accidentally tip my shampoo over, it was meant to be stored with the lid at the top. I came home last week to find my shampoo leaking out of the bottle again, upside down, in all caps. I ordered 500 stickers saying this side up with an arrow pointing upwards and the words also upright, and I put them on everything in the house that might leak, with my shampoo being literally covered in them. I had friends over last weekend and they noticed that the relish, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, etc. were all labeled.
Oh, damn. She labeled everything.
Everything. My kids were embarrassed when they explained why. They think I'm the asshole for putting labels on everything since they only F with my shampoo. Since it's an $80 bottle, I said that I would take off the labels if they agree to pay for my shampoo. Thus far, they have declined.
Yeah, I would charge them too.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I'd be charging, like, oh, okay,
I'd be pissed off.
Yeah,
like, I need medicated shampoo that's like, shampoo's already, like, I was just talking about this with somebody, but like I already buy expensive shampoo and it is not $80. I would be so butthurt if I came home and somebody had leaked that entire thing.
Yeah. And then, imagine if it was like the 3-in-1 though. How expensive would that be?
The woman repellent 4-in-1.
Well, $250.
Dude, the freaking Axe body. Oh my gosh, that gives me middle school flashbacks.
I can smell it.
I can smell it.
I can smell
the Axe body spray mixed with BO and like unwashed hoodies.
Yeah, I mean, I used it. When I was young, when we were in high school, but not mixed with BO because we would all shower.
That's what you think.
Well, I'm not saying.
I'm not saying spray smelled like BO. That is a universal truth.
Yes, I mean some like in middle school. I remember in middle school we would all after PE we would maybe not middle school actually. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think it was around. I don't remember for sure.
For me, it's a distinctly middle school smell.
Yeah, I feel like the first one before Axe was one called Bod or something.
I feel like I've heard of that one.
And like the commercial was like dudes playing basketball with like no shirts and they were all sweaty. They're all, I want your Bod. And they were like dunking and stuff and like all ridiculous. And ooh, Bod. And I think Axe came after that. So I think Axe was like in high school. But yeah, I used like the Axe. I didn't really use the Axe body spray.
The deodorant.
I don't know. Yeah, I used more like the deodorant.
Yeah.
But not for long because I didn't really like it. Like I didn't like sprays. I like more like a stick. You know, like a stick deodorant.
To be fair to the men, to give them that same triggered feeling that I get whenever I think of Axe, I always like on that same kind of like note or whatever. I always think of being in like middle school also and like just dousing myself, just showering in Bath and Body Works spray.
Mm-hmm. But Bath and Body Works smells good though.
Yeah, but some of not if you shower in it. It never smells good if you shower in it.
But usually it smells so good.
I remember like being in like middle school and we would just like be in the locker room and it would stink so because everyone would they'd be like, can you spray me? That was like a thing, right? Like asking, I don't know why we couldn't do it ourselves, but be like, can you spray me? And then you just like do a loop and they'd spray you like 40 times.
Yeah.
And like I remember like we had like our PE teacher or whatever, and like she would always like come out of like into the locker room out of her little office and be like, it smells so bad in here. Like you guys we had a rule where we had to spray ourselves outside only.
Dude, imagine lighting a match in there.
The whole thing would have exploded.
Everybody blown to smithereens.
Between that, because the boys' locker room was also connecting, so it would have just been a bomb.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Just blown everybody
Straight up. It would have been so bad.
Dude, I remember guys that would be like shh, like spraying themselves all over and like spraying their ass. Like
I was gonna say spray their underwear.
Yeah, like spray their butts. Oh man.
Oh god, that's awful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the mom's the a-hole. This is the mom, right?
No, yeah, that's the mom.
I mean,
no, absolutely not. Yeah. Especially, I mean, I think she's even being courteous by like not charging them for the bottle of shampoo.
I don't know how old they are, but like
she said that one of them has graduated college and the other one's a junior.
100%. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
they're probably 24 and 22.
I was gonna say like, I don't know if they have an allowance, but thinking they could maybe they were 14 kids. Or something.
Yeah. Get them in trouble.
I mean, because sometimes people don't learn until it costs you money.
Yeah.
When it costs you money, like, oh well,
yeah,
it's gonna cost
like
me
me
money?
with my car.
Exactly. Like it destroys. That's true. The first
That's
two
what
cars your
happened.
parents bought.
Yeah. Well,
right.
the first one my parents bought. The second one I partially bought.
You partially bought the second one. Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
it was like partial insurance and then partial from like a saving I had.
But now you fully.
And now this one I have fully purchased.
Oh, decked out.
And it is impeccable condition.
Dropped on 22s, donked out. Do you know what donked out is?
No, is that when it has?
Donked out is when it has like ridiculous rims and tires.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like they're just freaking ridiculous. Like so tall, like 26.
Me and my Honda Civic with like monster truck freaking tires. That's my next investment. Everybody look out for me on the road.
Yeah. Now I can get some height. Like now I'm not scared.
Now I'm not scared anymore.
Yeah, I'm not scared to get in a
Curbs got nothing on me. These curbs.
Unless you're driving it in Mexico.
I can't drive in Mexico.
The curbs in Mexico, for all the Mexicans that are listening.
Your tire's gone.
No, I was gonna say the Mexicans no, your car. Your car. For the Mexicans that are listening that have been to Mexico.
Driven in
a
Mexico.
curb here is like 6 inches.
Yeah.
Uniformly, United States rules and regulations.
If Mexico, it's chipped, somebody's fixing it.
You can have like a 18-inch curb over there.
Yeah.
A 24-inch curb.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
And they're all beat up because people hit them. Like you just hit them. You like they're beat up and they're cracking. If you hit one, your car is wiped out. You have to buy a new car now. You went off the ledge of something.
Dude, it's freaking ridiculous over there.
No road rules either. I can't drive in Mexico. I can't do it, and I refuse.
Surprisingly, there aren't a lot of accidents though.
No, because
it's like this organized chaos.
Yeah, it's the same thing as like if anybody that's like been to like New York. I've been one time and it was like in a taxi, but there's just like no lanes. But like everybody, the thing I always joke when we go to Mexico is like you just have to have full faith that everybody wants to avoid a car accident as much as you do. And that's the truth. And it works.
Close your eyes and go.
It genuinely works for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like nobody wants to hit you, so just do your best.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, like they're all like, okay, go.
Yeah. Oh, this lane disappeared. Okay, cool. I was just getting another one.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if when it costs you, you take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, and I think it's funny. This is like a funny, harmless solution. Like, I don't understand why they would care. She bought the stickers and put them on everything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you're mad because like I embarrassed you.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, you're 24 years old.
Yeah, like get it together.
Like, move out.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What's up?
You know, why? I mean,
24 is pretty young.
Yeah, they're young. They're kids.
They're children.
They're almost like, teens.
There's like a joke that's like I'm 21, but there's like an
21
TikTok joke that's like I'm just a teenage 21-year-old girl. Like
yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Teenage 21-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm just a teenage 36-year-old teen. Dude, I feel young. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I always used to think, I guess I always wondered what other people felt, or I just thought, like, in their mind, there's like a
switch or something.
I don't know. It doesn't, for me, at least, there's no switch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you make better decisions. You're more experienced, obviously, but, like, you still feel the same. Like, I might not have the same amount of energy as I did. Like, I can't go play soccer a full game and run around like a madman. But like in my mind, I think I can, you know, and then I go do it. I'm like,
oh my God, I'm dying.
Dude, like 10 minutes and I'm dying.
Yeah.
No. Obviously that's just because like I haven't done a lot of exercise. There's 50-year-old guys that will
freaking do whatever the hell
ass.
They want. Yeah.
Like I haven't been riding my bike in a long time. My road bike, but like I remember there was a couple times that we used to go to South Mountain and go up South Mountain. And it's a climb, you know, it's like a couple miles, 6 miles, I think, of like just incline. No, I can't remember. I think it is like 6 miles of an incline. And I remember like in the smallest gear, and I'm just like my little feet are going, I'm barely moving. I'm going like 3 miles an hour. And like a 55-year-old guy with monster calves just doesn't blow by me because obviously it's uphill, but he's just charging.
He knows what 30 grams of chicken looks like.
That guy knows.
Eyeballing.
And he has like 17 servings a day.
Yeah.
Damn, getting old sucks.
Dude, I can't relate to the I turned 21 and I had a genuine quarter life crisis.
And you're not even quarter life. Well, I guess
Probably
if you live to be 84.
Yeah, I mean that's probably that's about the average.
Crisis.
Yeah, genuine quarter life crisis. I mean, I moved here on the quarter life crisis. Just yeah.
But where you at now?
Now, I don't feel old anymore.
We're
I don't feel old anymore. I know. No, I don't feel old anymore. I do still maybe in quarter life crisis mode, but not as bad. Not destructive.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we're building off the quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
We'll save it for the next one.
I think how old was I? I think I was like 29 or something when I was like, dude, what am I doing with my life? Like I was working like the career that I went to college for a bajillion years.
Yeah.
Like a year. So I studied architecture, and like that took me like, I went to college for like 10 years for like, cause I did like undergrad. And then after that I went on and did like a master's program, and it was like, that took forever and whatever. So like after all these years and all these freaking degrees,
Like,
I go get a job, and like, I think a year in, I was like, this sucks. Like, this is not for me. And then I ended up working there for a while, and then I did something else similar in construction. But I remember being like 29. I was like 29, and I was like, I was so confused. Like I was at my job, and I was just like, oh, dude, I don't want to do this. What am I going to do? What's my life? And I just felt so lost. And then it took me a while to get to change, kind of like make a change in my career, and then go work for like this real estate development firm. But once I figured out that I need to do something to fix this, I started feeling better. I started feeling, because like I was searching. Yeah. I was searching, but I lasted like a couple of months, like just in the routine of like doing the job and being confused and not knowing what to do. You know?
Yeah. I had that.
And I'm having another one.
Well, you probably do.
Yeah, you probably do. Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm saving the destructive thing for my midlife crisis, but for this quarter life one, at least I've made positive changes. Yeah, same thing. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
You're making moves.
I was like, I gotta move to Phoenix.
Just change of environment.
Yeah.
Change of environment, and then like meet new people.
Yeah.
New streets. The bad thing is like you don't know the streets.
I don't know the streets.
And then you're basically a hazard for everyone.
I am a hazard. Everybody in Phoenix, Arizona, please watch out.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging you.
We don't want to jinx you, and then you come back with a busted car.
Dude, I warn people when they get in my car, because like now, like I'm using GPS to go everywhere. I mostly know how to get like downtown, but mostly like I almost from anywhere that I'm at in Phoenix, the whole Phoenix area, I know how to get home. Like that's the one thing that I've mastered, right? So I don't need my GPS. But going anywhere, I put on my GPS to go anywhere. And I just put it on my lap. So while I'm driving, every 3 seconds, I'm just checking the exit. And I'm looking at it in my lap.
We're going to start a GoFundMe page so that you can get like...
I just need $30.
Yeah, like $10 at freaking Family Dollar. We can go get you a phone.
I have one, and I have a nice one too, but I just like, it bothers me. Sometimes it's so annoying because it blocks my AC vent. And I don't want one of the mountable ones, because then it gets all, because it's gonna like melt on the car.
Do it on the passenger. Do it on the. So I think your car has like a vent on the side.
It does, and but then I need as much air as I can get. It's hot out here.
Yeah, it's hot out here for a player.
I don't know. The lap thing is, I haven't crashed so far.
Yeah, it's working out. I mean,
I've been here for what, 3 months?
Yeah. We'll have to find you one.
I need a solution.
I'm not saying I haven't done that before.
If you have a solution, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, what kind of mountable, non-AC vent mountable?
Not mountable because it's gonna melt on my car.
Well, then, what do you mean not mountable?
Because the mountable ones, I'm thinking it's like the ones that go on your dash. But the glue for that, because it's so hot, I've seen it in everybody's car that lives in Arizona. I always see it. When they go to take it off, the glue like melts into the dash.
Maybe.
I love my car. I'm not going to damage it. I love my salvage title Honda Civic.
Rolling on 26s. What about like the magnet ones? Like the little magnet one? Like there's some where it's not like a whole contraption, like a freaking boom arm, like there's like the ones that have like this thing,
Yeah.
but it's just like a little, like a magnet. Oh, there's some I think that like have like a little clip, like a clip.
Oh, I have seen that.
You know what I mean?
I'm Amazon searching right now.
Yeah.
We have to end the episode right now.
Right now. Let's go find it.
But yeah.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, cool. I
Cool
mean,
stories.
thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening. How many subscribers are we at now? I think
55?
57 now.
We said it at the beginning, and then I don't even know anymore.
Well, I saw that we got a couple more. Damn. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing and stuff.
Please keep subscribing. Make a couple YouTube accounts and subscribe again. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Like a bunch of robot accounts. If you guys have stories that you guys have come across that you enjoy, please drop them in the comments.
Link them.
And we'll check them out. But till the next episode.
Peace.